folks. You may not have seen me this last while on YouTube because I had decided to take a break from it because I have had other things to deal with. My car needed some work. I couldn't get out anyway. Um, but as far as the car is concerned, the car is 75% there. The car hadn't been running since Cumber House when a number of things went wrong on the way home. But we're sort of getting there. Um, but I decided to come back tonight, and I was all excited because tonight is Halloween night, and Derry apparently is the biggest Halloween festival in Europe. And every year, for the last couple of years since I started YouTube, I filmed the fireworks. So tonight it was raining pretty badly. Last year I filmed from Rachel's house. This year I thought I'll film from my house from a balcony 3 floors up, and to try and get as much height as possible. The first year I saw the fireworks, it was fantastic, but since then there was 3-story houses built across the road, and it was kind of blocking the fireworks, so it was kind of disappointing that way. But I thought I might try and overcome that by putting my video camera, my favourite camcorder, on top of a tripod and putting that tripod on top of my balcony table. And what happened? Just after I filmed the main fireworks, which was absolutely fantastic, didn't the tripod slip off the table? The camcorder came off the tripod and came tumbling down 3 floors and landed in the garden on the ground floor and just smashed. This is what's I managed to gather up. Here is the battery. This is my favourite camera. I seem to be cursed lately with things breaking. This is my favourite camera. This is anybody want to see the inside of a battery compartment for a camcorder? There it is, basically. There's four battery cells. That's smashed. There's the casing for that. There was also these are pretty expensive to try and get, a little Sony night vision light that snapped off the top. Here is the lens, which has a big dent on the side of it, and basically this is what's left of the flipping camera. And I put another battery into it to see off the off chance would it power up, and I don't think it's going to. So, and it doesn't even stay open now. So this is my favourite camera. The other 2 cameras that I used at Cumber House were having issues with focusing and stuff, and I turned to this camera as my favourite camera. When we were filming at Cumber House, myself and Rachel had the same camera, and both of them had focusing issues. But this is the one that I carry around with me, and they don't make these anymore. So, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be fireworks on my channel this year, I'm afraid. But, yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. At the same time, I should have made proper precautions that something like this wouldn't happen. Lucky enough, there was nobody downstairs at the time. But there is a computer hard drive inside this camera Will I be able to retrieve the footage? I don't know, but that's basically that's what's happened. Now I've got two channels. I've got an ITC channel and I've got the main channel. I took a blanket break off YouTube altogether, um, because I have been doing sessions, but I've kept them to myself, sort of thing, because I just needed a break, because it was sort of, it was taking up a lot of my time, and I don't want to seem ungrateful in that. But putting together sessions and the upload time and all that kind of time for 20 or 30 views, I, you know I'm not in it for the views, but at the same time I needed to step back and you know um focus on other things in my life and stuff like that, you know. But hopefully I'm back soon. The car, it's sort of 75%, sort of. There's still a few things to be done, but it's running. And actually, we're doing an interesting sort of experiment with uh, ceramic coating, and I have a video sort of put together for those people that are into cars, because actually, right at the beginning of this channel, um, uh, you know, the start of the channel sort of taken off was actually the Donegal International Rally. So I had car fans basically, and I let them down badly because my plans were, to go to car shows and stuff like that, and it sort of didn't happen. And then I've been sick when the uh, Donegal International Rally was on, and then it was cancelled one of the years because of COVID and stuff like that. So, but we're going to be doing. I'm going to be putting together an interesting video on the effects of ceramic coating as opposed to polishing and waxing cars. Anybody that's into detailing and stuff like that, you'll probably be familiar with ceramic coating and stuff like that. As for the ITC channel, I'll try and get back to it. I kind of got disheartened with things lately. And I still sort of am. You know, there was a couple of times I questioned whether I should just continue on with ITC on YouTube or not. I'm still doing sessions, still getting results, but not being published at the moment. And I will get back to it, but I still have, my heart isn't fully in it, if you know what I mean, right now. I'm not in it for views and stuff like that. I'm not in it, I like my ITC and stuff, and I'm still doing it, but, I just thought YouTube was kind of lately a waste of time. Not being ungrateful to those that I've watched and give feedback on the sessions and stuff like that, but interest on YouTube for ITC is kind of dwindling away, and I don't need to go into all the reasons why, these other people that are pulling wool over people's eyes. A lot of people think that they're the real ones and we're the amateurs, kind of thing. that we need to get with the times and do what they're doing, and I'm not going to do that. There's no way, and that, and then there was this thing about uh, Josh Hope, and when I publicly announced that I was going to talk with Josh Hope to get his side of things and stuff like that, I got a load of shit. So, to be honest, I haven't spoken to him since. I haven't spoken to him, and I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be communicating or not. Um, you know, and the reason why I was going to do that was I disagree with the guy. I disagree with the way things are going. I disagree with the influence that some of these people have with ITC, and I think it's turned into a big snowball effect where loads of people are doing these sessions and just copying these people, and it's just I don't know. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, my favorite camera is gone, but I used to do. I used when I did go out and investigate. I did take a little small body camera, and I love the night vision and that. Audio is not brilliant on it, but at least I've got something. A lot of people use their phone. Most people use their phone. I don't think I've ever filmed on YouTube on a phone, and maybe once or twice. And I've done a live stream once with Rachel, and the gimbal the battery in the gimbal gave up halfway through, and I was hopping in and out of signal and stuff like that, and I just thought the old-fashioned way, the camcorders and stuff, is my favourite way of doing things. So I have to pull something out of the bag there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it immediately, sort of thing. But yeah. As I says, the car is 75% done, sort of thing. It is drivable. I've tested it. It's on the right direction. So we can actually get out. You know. Um, Last couple of days have been pouring rain and stuff like that. So that if things haven't happened because of weather and stuff like that, but we will be getting back out again. How I'm going to approach it is another question, But I think everybody needs a break at one point, at some point, and I sometimes say, I'm taking a break, and I've taken a break for a week, kind of thing. But I didn't. I was still editing in the background. This time I didn't look at my channel. I happened to look at my other channel in over a week. It's possibly a week and a half now. But I haven't abandoned it. I'm getting back to it. I have just have had things to sort out myself, But I appreciate everybody that watches my videos and stuff like that, and at times you kind of have to stop and say, what way can we change things? What way can we move forward and make changes? Because you can't keep doing the same thing all the time. So that's sometimes what happens in the process of having a YouTube channel and filming and that. But I just wanted to come on and let you know what's happened. I'm really disappointed with no fireworks this year, but yeah, that was a horrible death for this camcorder, I have to say, and it was just a good job that it was raining and nobody was out in that garden watching the fireworks. at the time, because you don't want something like that falling on your head from 3 floors up. So um, at least the people people downstairs weren't in. So yeah, you know, that's the only good side to it. Unfortunately, this has been a really robust camera. You get camcorders nowadays, and they're very plasticky. Even the 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 top brands and stuff like that, they're just not made the same. I even had a new Sony that I filmed for a number of years, and these old Sonys were they're more solidly made, more robust plastic. Obviously not robust enough to fall down 3 floors, but that's the way it is. I do have some. I do have some older versions of this, and I don't know if the video quality is up to power these days, but I'll see how things goes. But as for this, I think I think it's met its Waterloo. I think, you know, it's flipping upsetting because I carried this around with me all the time because it's handy. The sound was good, the vision was good, very robust. Um, not overly heavy like the main cameras myself and Rachel use on investigations, because when myself and Rachel are filming, sometimes we kind of have to take a break because we're carrying around the camera, and they're not overly heavy, but after 10 or 15, 20 minutes, they start feeling heavy because they actually do have a bit of weight to them. But yeah, I have another thing. I have other things now to think about trying to move forward with this channel. But if you haven't seen some of the podcasts on unearthly wanderings, please go over and support those. We've been on them. Myself and Brett from Wolf Paranormal. We've been on those. Podcasts, which started up a couple of months ago again, and we've been on every Saturday. So if you're interested in some podcasts, that's where I have been on a Saturday morning for the last couple of weeks actually. So and we discuss different kinds of paranormal topics. Do you start off with a plan of what you're going to discuss, and then you end up uh, ask answering questions from the people in the chat, and then the topic is kind of steered by the audience, kind of thing, and you know it's very interesting conversation, and I do like having a conversation with other people that have the same interest. But anyway, I'm gonna go, folks. I'll see you very soon, and thank you for watching. Bye.